Hello everyone, it's Yvonne here from the Aussie Goddess to do the reading for the lovely sign of Aquarius. Okay Aquarius, let's see what's going on for you. We'll give the cards a bit of a shuffle. Please remember these are only general readings. If it's not your reading, don't try to own it. We pull in the energies from the universe, we channel what Spirit has to say. Sometimes it may not be for you. You need to let go of the fight here though. You're fighting for something. It's just being a bit stubborn, not backing down. Alright, we're using the Rider-Waite Tarot for this reading apparently. I did have another deck ready there, but for some unknown reason I've been drawn to this one. Make sure you check out other aspects of your natal chart. You can watch any reading if the title sings to you. There's a lot of stress and anxiety here, and fight. What are you fighting for? What are you fighting against? Strong energies here. Alright, let's see where we're going. Okay, so we have the Knight of Wands coming through. Leo, Sag, Aries. The Knight of Wands is a card of really fast action. It's passion, it's drive, it's coming towards you very quickly. This poor guy gets the reputation of being a player or a one-night stand. Why is that? Because he comes in quickly and he disappears quickly, burns out quickly. And that can be the energy sometimes, but it can also be something that's very short-lived, I want to say. So it could be something like you start a job and then they lose the contract. It could be that you put so much energy into a business and things just do not take off. Whatever it is here, it's something moving very quickly towards you that's not going to be around for a long time. Okay, now this could be past energy here because I now see you looking out, waiting for something. Some of you may have had some sort of encounter with someone that's left you wanting more, and you could be waiting for somebody to return or to come back to you here because you've had some sort of passionate encounter, something that burned out very quickly. Sometimes I feel this could be a one-night stand. It could be somebody who came into your life with such a force that it's made you feel inspired, I want to say. This is the energy of the muse here. It's the energy of feeling really motivated after being in its company. But you're now waiting for something to be returned. Okay, so the universe here is saying this is the end of a cycle. Wow, okay, I have got really, really strong twin flame energy here. If this is your story, somebody came into your life with a lot of fireworks, a lot of energy. You may have met this person, been swept off your feet. You could have had a very brief encounter, whether that was just a date, it might have been something more physical, but whatever it was, it disappeared as quickly as it came in. And now you're left waiting for some sort of return. You're waiting, you're feeling unfulfilled, you're waiting for something new to come towards you, waiting for your ships to come in. The universe is pushing you to finish out some sort of cycle here. So it may be letting this energy go, it may be starting anew, starting afresh, because you have the card of healing, I want to say, with the star card. For me, the star is a card of destiny, of future, of things coming in, but it's also the card of healing. So I feel that you're healing and closing some sort of cycle here. The Queen of Swords says to me, you're taking on this beautiful energy, Aquarius, that you have been gifted with. And you are looking at how to heal yourself. You may be cutting out this energy. You may be pushing yourself to see some sort of truth here in this situation. Your heart may be going one way, but your mind, your intellect is taking you in a different direction. Somehow I feel that you're cutting this out and moving forward, and rightly so. Whether or not you feel that this person had that much of an impact on your life, you still need to let it go. This is looking at things from a logical perspective, not getting immersed in your emotion. Understanding that there's a greater purpose here. All right, look at this, making a brand new start. So, you know, a lot of the time with the energies of, you know, breakup and sadness, we tend to focus on all the sad things when we break up, and we become very entrenched in our grief. And I always think grief is okay for as long as it's necessary, but it can't engulf your life forever. There has to be a moment where you realize you need to move on. And here it is with the Ace of Wands. This is about finding your passion again, understanding you've got an opportunity to move forward here. This is a gift from the universe here. So you're moving forward after a period of maybe waiting. So you've come out the other side, I feel. All right, so we have the Four of Pentacles with the Devil energy. Beautiful. Letting go of, letting go of the heartache and the heartbreak. All right, I feel that you've realized, you've taken the lesson from this rather than focusing on the sadness and the emotion. There's a real energy of learning to let go here. This Devil energy talks about obsession. It talks about holding on, not being able to let go here, especially with this Four of Pentacles. So with these three cards here, it's like you've been holding on to your pain. And this does not serve you. The universe is trying to get you to move forward here with this Ace of Wands, but you're stuck in the pain energy. Now, I know that for a lot of people, it's difficult to move out of this energy. It's difficult to let go of pain and heartbreak. It really is. But all the time you're holding on to this energy, this is what you're putting out to the universe. So you're manifesting more of what you don't want rather than what you do want. And that's the trick of manifestation. Okay, so the Tower here says something has to change in order for victory to occur. And that's really interesting with the Queen of Wands here. So what I see here is the universe saying to you, a new start. You've got to let go of the old here. This energy with the Tower is the breaking down of the old energy. It's a breaking down of your old beliefs. What you built here with this person in the past was built on a faulty foundation. It wasn't real. It wasn't meant to last. In order to have victory, you've got to step into the energy of the Queen of Wands. You've got to take back your power, understand your true beauty, and believe in yourself. And that's what you've let go of. So when somebody leaves us behind and hurts us, the first place we go is that we weren't good enough to hold on to them, or that we weren't the right person for them, or that we didn't have what that person wanted. Instead of putting it into context and realizing that was the person's choice. They didn't want to be with you. That is their choice, not yours. So you then have to understand how to rebuild. And in order to rebuild, you've got to sort of level everything else off. You've got to go back to the foundations and start again in order to have a victory. We have the Justice card. Now, before I go any further, it's human nature to beat ourselves up when something doesn't go the right way. It's human nature to do that. But that's the ego. That's the ego. So if you were to understand a little bit more deeply, you might understand that if you're in this sad energy, you're not going to pull things back towards you. If it was yours, it will come back. But in order for it to come back, you've got to make yourself a magnet. And in order to do that, you've got to break down these old ideas, rebuild yourself so that you can have the victory you want. And the Justice card says to me, it's all about bringing balance into the situation, bringing your vibration back to this beautiful balance. You remember that the person that you've let go also has to deal with their own pain. Now, whether that's heartbreak over a relationship, or the pain of losing something, or feeling attracted to something you can't have, or even feeling attracted to something you don't feel good enough for, all of those things upset the vibration. And this vibration is where you need to be to bring in what you need. So divine timing relies on those scales being balanced. So both of you have to have healed. But the Justice card here tells me that there is some sort of karmic event taking place here. There is some sort of energy of this was meant to go forward, but neither of you were healed or ready for something long term. And look at this. The truth will come out. Look at this. Ace and Ace and Victory card. All right. And the Wheel of Fortune. Beautiful energy. So if this is you and this is your story, and you have been working on yourself to bring yourself back into balance, to recognize this beautiful Queen of Wands within, then the truth will come forward and the universe will make sure that you get what was rightfully yours. This is karma. These two cards, very strong karmic energy here. Whoever this person was, obviously with this devil energy here, had a lot of their own issues and problems that they needed to work on. The universe is now taking this away to be healed. The sword of truth is here. So somewhere along the way here, this person will realize the truth, turn themselves around and return. But they can't do that until the old is broken down and the new rebuilt. So if you were to come back together with this person straight away, it would never work. It would just repeat the same pattern, because that is what the universe is trying to teach us, is these patterns. We don't want to repeat a pattern. So for you, the pattern may be meeting people who aren't right for you, or that you think are right but turn out not to be. For them, the pattern may be that they are flippant with relationships and they don't really understand true connection. Whatever way it goes, both of you have a lesson to learn here. And I feel like here with this Wheel of Fortune, 2 aces and the victory card, there will be some sort of justice done. Timing could take a long while if this person has to heal too, but certainly if you put in the healing and get yourself to where you need to be, this healing will happen more quickly. I feel like you've had a brief encounter with someone who tipped your world upside down, and I feel like you've been waiting for them to return. That cycle has to end. It's not serving you just waiting around. You have to put the energy into healing. The Star card tells me there's a lot of healing that needs to be done here, and the first place to start is to stand in your own power and focus on the more practical energies here rather than your emotions. This is a really potent reading because I actually have 5 major arcanas here, and then what aren't major arcanas are 2 aces and a victory card. So this is all about letting go to improve yourself, letting go of the pain, anxiety and upset. As I said, you know, sometimes with this pain we have to have a period of grieving, but allow yourself that period of grieving and then move on. Don't immerse yourself in it. When I hear people saying it's been years and I haven't met anybody and I still can't get over the person I was with, I think, have you done everything that you possibly could to get yourself there? All right, let's see what else we've got. All right, 8 of Swords, victim mentality. So you've immediately gone into a space. We do have the Chariot coming through here. And the 4 of Cups. You've gone into a space where you're looking at all the things that are wrong with you rather than seeing it for what it was. World, it has to close out. Because that's where we go. If somebody doesn't want to be with us, we find all the faults with ourselves. We say, look, you know, I wasn't tall enough. I wasn't beautiful enough. I wasn't generous enough. I didn't have enough money. So that's where we go, into this victim energy. That is what you do. But you see, at the end of the day, it wasn't your choice. So how can you make yourself responsible for what was someone else's choice? Doesn't work. In order to move forward, you've got to balance yourself out. You've got to understand that this was here to teach you your own value and what you are really worth. And if you're standing there beating yourself up because somebody doesn't want to be with you, then you're holding yourself responsible for someone else's actions, which can't work at all. And this is the lesson you have to learn. So in order to move forward here, you've got to close out a cycle. Because otherwise you're going to stay in this energy of not really wanting to accept another cup. And you're worth it. You're a beautiful being. So the universe is working. There's 2 more major arcanas that have come out there. All right. On the table, I have Cancer, Capricorn, Scorpio, Libra. Yep, that's pretty much it. So you could be dealing with an Aquarius, sorry. You could have been dealing with any of those people. All right, let's pull a quantum oracle card for you. And that one wants commitment. There you go. So if you work on yourself, do everything you need to do for yourself here, then there's a very good chance you will get this person to come back in. But you've got to vibrate at a level that is good for you. The chances are, though, once you've done the healing and you've got yourself to that position, you may not even resonate with that person at all anymore, especially if they haven't healed. So this is the lesson that you're learning here. So the commitment card tells me there's a possibility of some sort of commitment with this person, but what it tells me more is the commitment you are making to yourself here to be the best possible version of yourself. Much love.